Let's begin indeed. Hello people, this is LukeJ62895 speaking. Welcome to another episode of Friday's LukeJ62895, and join me for this episode, it's Lavon.
Hello.
We're going to have Larry in a little bit, or sometime maybe when he wakes up. And today's episode we're going to talk about the St. Patty's Day. So, if you don't know what St. Patty's Day is about, it's a national holiday that's coming tomorrow. So, yeah, later about that, everyone. And, yeah. So, just to let you know about that. And, yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about this topic, and then afterwards, Brandon's going to talk about this topic, which is Sega Genesis video game for the PS4 and Xbox One thing, you know.
Oh, I bet Larry would have loved those topics right now.
Yeah. Anyways, his life began in Rome and Britain. Columbus, his father was a deacon and deacon. His grandfather purchased a Catholic priest for Bana Verta, Bernie, a location otherwise unknown, though identified one tradition as Grand Tuna, modern Lavon Glass and Cumbria in what is now England. Claims have been advanced for locations in both present-day Scotland and Wales. Patrick, however, was not an active believer. According to the Confession of St. Patrick, at the age of 16, he was captured by the group of Irish pirates. Okay. They took him to Ireland, where he was enslaved and held captive, but for 6 years. Patrick writes in the convention that at the time he spent capacity was critical to the spiritual development. Okay, he explains that the Lord has been mercy on his youth and ignorance. And afforded him the pardon to forgiven of his sins and converted to Christianity. While in capturing, he was working as a shepherd and strengthening his relationship with God through prayer. Okay, eventually leading him to convert to Christianity. And after 6 years of captionary, whatever the pronunciation was, I'm sorry. He heard a voice telling him he would soon go home, and then that ship. Yes, Mo. Yeah, sorry, that was my brother in the background. Heard a voice and telling him that he would soon go home, and that his ship was ready. Fleeing this matter, he was traveled to the port 200 miles away, where he found a ship with difficulty persuaded, whatever that was, the captain to take him. Okay, after 3 days sailing, they landed. Okay, predominantly in the Britain, and apparently all left the ship, walking for 28 days in the wilderness, and becoming faint for hunger. After Patrick prayed for sustenance, they occurred a herd of wild boar. Since this was shortly after Patrick had argued them to part in the faith of God. Okay, and this person in the group with his grave recurrence increased, whatever that means. After various adventures, he returned home to his family. Now in the early 20s, after returning home to Britain, St. Patrick's continued to study Christianity. Pedro recounts that he had a vision a few years later, okay? After returning home. Saw a man coming, and were from Ireland, and his name was Victorious, whatever that means, and he carried many letters, and he gave me one of them. I read the heading, The Voice of Irish, and I began this letter. I imagine in the moment that I heard the voice of those very people, whatever that means, who were near the wood of Falkwa, whatever that pronunciation was. I'm sorry, not words like that, which is beside the Western Sea. And they cried out as we, with one voice, we appealed to you, holy servant boy, to come and walk among us. ABE Hood suggests that the Victorious of St. Patrick's mission may be identified with St. Victorious, Bishop of Rome, in the late 4th century, who had visited Britain in an official capacity in 396. However, Ludwig Burr disagrees. He studied in Europe, principally at the Axery, but it was tough that he had to visit by the Mohammed. Tours had to be received the church, or whatever that stands for. Sorry, at the Runnings Abbey. Saint Grandma's of Exeter's a bishop of Collect Church, or ordained him a priest. At none of this vision, Patrick returned to Ireland as an Christian ministry. According to J.B. Bury, his land place was Wicklow Company, Wicklow, at the mouth of the river in Inverdee, okay, which is now called the Lavery. Bury would suggest that Wicklow was also part through which Patrick made escape after his 6 years captivity, though he was offered only commercial evidence to support this. Tradition is that St. Patrick was not welcomed by the locals and was forced to leave to seek a more welcome landing place further north. He was rested for some days at the islands at the Sardinian coast, one of which was still retains the name of and is Patrick. The first ceremony dedicated by St. Patrick was at Seoul. Shortly thereafter, Bettins or Bennigan, whatever that means, son of a Kivman, joined Patrick's troop, much as his coronation concerns. Hold on, got this. And what's going on? Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I apologize. I was trying to add someone on this group.
That's fine. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, because just to remind you, Larry was going to be a bit late onto this.
That's fine.
So that's all I'm gonna say. Like, he's gonna be a little late on this. Like,
that's fine.
Like, I have a question. How would I add someone onto this particular direct message group?
It's easy.
Wait a minute. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you added someone to the group already, because it's already there, you know?
Oh, shit. Hey, we can move there if you like.
Yeah, it's on my iPad if you like, because it's something that I really want to do, you know?
Okay. 1 second.
That's fine. Hold on. Okay. Oh, hey guys.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we got it. Okay. Sorry everyone, I suggest that everyone just having difficulties on my end because Lavon added Larry to the group, you know. Join us is Larry from the Shiz Oh Network, oh my god, Larry laughing the thing.
Well, like I said, he's going to be a little bit late.
That's fine.
Anyways, continue with your St. Patty's story.
Anyway,
St. Patty's story you're doing.
Anyway, at the month of River Everdy, which is now called Varity, Burry would suggest that Vico was also deported, but the Patrick maybe escaped after 6 years comparatively, but he offers only commercial evidence to support this, okay? Tradition has been St. Patrick was not welcomed by the locals and was forced to leave to St. A more welcoming landing place further north. He rested some days at the islands in the Surrey coast, which was still retained the name of Honest Patrick. Okay, the first sanctuary dedicated by St. Patrick was sold shortly. We got Larry join us.
We do have Larry.
Yeah. 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 Join us, everyone. It's Larry from the Shiz Oh Network. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Larry from the Shiz Oh Network here back again. It's great to be here with Luke Jeffers. I honestly never thought this would actually happen, but hey, we're here. I'm here.
Yep. And
We're all here.
And as I'm continuing this episode, thereafter, Demon or Margaret, son of a chefman, Sheldon's joined Patrick's group. Okay, much of the current concerns charges made against St. Patrick involved by this Christians as a trial. What these charges were, he does not say apparently, but he writes that he would return the gifts which wealthy woman gave him. Did not accept payment for bastards, okay, not for ordering priests, but indeed paid for made gifts to kings and judges, okay, and paid for the sons of chiefs to accompany him. It was concluded, therefore, that he was incurred because of what that means of some sort of a fantasy improved properly, and perhaps of having obtained his bishopric in Ireland with personal gain in mind. For some events, something that can be seen on St. Patrick's mission. He writes in this that he baptized thousands of people. He entertained priests to lead new Christian companies. He converted wealthy women. Some of the women becomes nuns, okay, in the face of family obsession, whatever that means. He also dealt the sons of kings, conversion to him too, whatever that means. The vessel is very vague about the details of this work in Ireland, though given some sympathetic instance, which this is partly because, as he says as points, he was writing for the local audience as Christians who knew him in his work. Those are several mentions of traveling around the island, okay, and sometimes difficult interactions and with this ruling Israelites. He does claim of the Irish. Never before did they know of God, except of several idols and unclean things, but now they have become the people of the Lord, okay, and are called children of God, the sons and daughters of leaders of the Irish, and seem to be monks and versions of Christ, okay. St. Patrick's predictions of the fortune of an island was not easy in one, something like that. A reverse refusal of accepting gifts, whatever that means. The Kings place him outside the normal ties and concepts, whatever that means. Forceps and Infernally legacy, we was without protection. He was says that he was one incarnation being, robbed all he had. He's put on chains, perhaps, away exclamation. Patrick says he was also many years later captured for 60 days, without giving details. Martial's life of St. Patrick contains a supposed partially by the Druids, whatever that stands means, which gives an impression of how Patrick and other Christian missionaries, whatever that means, were seen by those hard heirs to them. Across the sea will come as he had crazy in the head, his cloak was hole on his head, whatever that means. His stick bent to his head. He was chant in planets for the table in the front of his house. He was all his people will answer, so be it, so be it. The second piece of evidence that comes with the Patrick's life is a letter of Carlos of letters to Carlos of Carlos, written after the first Mormonics was received with Ragu, whatever that means, and installed. In this, St. Patrick writes an open letter announcing that he would have excommunicated, whatever that means. Carlos become because he have is taken from some of the St. Patrick's converts into slavery while reigning in Ireland. The letter describes the followers of Curtis as fellow citizens, whatever it means, of the devils. And this is associated to be Scots of Jardrea and later Gray, or whatever that means. And the applies Pes, whatever that means. Sorry. Based largely on the 8th century Gloss. Gregorius is taken but to be king guard of the God. Thompson, however, proposed the basis of the evidence is more likely Gregorius and the British remain living in Ireland. He is being suggested that is sending the letter with provoking the trial, which Patrick mentioned in the convention. Now, that was it for the St. Patty's Day life thing. And his legacy still goes on until his death on March 17th, which is several years back tomorrow. This might be a holiday for him. So, what I think about St. Patty's Day, it was a great holiday, so it was a national holiday for me, you know.
Well, that's the thing, that's the thing, though, like, I know, like, St. Patrick's Day, like, it does have a pretty interesting, day. It's just that, in some instances, sometimes this day does not really, make any sense to me. I mean, I don't really mind this day. It's just that the people who usually celebrate this day usually ruin it for me, because often on St. Patrick's Day, people often, seriously get wasted. Like, you already know about how, people seriously get wasted on this day all the time, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I just don't. That's the thing that I just literally don't. That's the thing that I don't really understand. It's the fact that they just do this all the time. But I think St. Patrick's Day does have a pretty interesting it does have a pretty interesting history, and I feel like the history of St. Patrick's Day is more interesting than Valentine's Day, because the difference between these two is that we already know why St. Patrick's Day exists because it celebrates it honors the life of St. Patrick, who died on this day. Well, it's not really this day actually. That's actually for tomorrow actually. But he died on March 17th of 461 AD, and that's why we celebrate this. And that's why we celebrate this day pretty much. It also, it's not just that. It's not just a feast day for St. Patrick, but it's also basically a Christian holiday as well. And knowing me, because I think I already told a lot of people that I'm a Christian, but that's how it is. Like, it's basically like a Christian holiday. It also celebrates like the Irish, culture as well. But I feel like that's what makes it pretty interesting for some people. But I'm just personally one of those guys who just does not necessarily, drink or anything. I like to just stay out of that.
Yeah. Still.
Right.
Any thoughts? What about your thoughts, Lavon? Because you really haven't said anything, but I want to know what you think.
My thoughts about St. Patty's Day. I felt my thoughts of St. Patty's Day is the most interesting of all holidays because knowing my mom and myself actually, but from my mom's perspective, my mom's DNA blood, as far as my knowledge goes, had some Irish in her. Considering that, as far as my knowledge goes, my mom's family was actually was actually used to start like a fishing company back in the 1800s.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, and lost Discord. Dang it. Hang on. We got some difficulties on my end. Stand by, Lavon, Larry. That's the point about this.
Really no fact about myself, and that's the fact that I'm actually also part Irish as well. That's a rarely known fact. Like, you can clearly see that I'm mostly, African American, but at the same time, though, I'm also part Irish as well because, part of my family also comes from Ireland, and I kind of actually do have a little bit of their, ethics, which I actually think is pretty interesting because I actually never even knew that about myself until, I never knew that about myself until very recently, and I thought it was, really interesting.
Yeah.
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 It's just, if you ever celebrate it, just here's my advice to you. Is that if you're like one of those guys who pretty much celebrates St. Patrick's Day and you're known for drinking Irish beer or whiskey or whatever, try not to literally get wasted. Then just start jacking stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the few issues. That's one of the few issues with this day here. In fact, that's part of one of the major criticisms here, which is something that I actually want to address, actually. This is right here, in recent decades, the celebrations of St. Patrick's Day was, criticized because of public drunkenness and also disorderly conduct as well. That's one of the few issues.
Speaking of,
people.
Yeah. Speaking of the whole drunkenness, there was that one year on St. Patty's Day that makes me laugh. So basically, one of my father's friends actually play a game of Monopoly with me and all my family on that, and he just kept on drinking and actually just game. And when he was drunk, he just criticized the crap out of this.
Oh, that happens. I
hate the Monopoly.
I hate it's not Monopoly. No, it's actually manipulated.
I can't remember exactly how it happened. It was like 6 or 8 years ago, but yeah. And then after that drunk time, he was so screwed up that he just lay on the carpet on the floor. It was a horrible St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, feel your pain.
I feel true. I mean, that is just so hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, wanted to say something about St. Patrick's Day regarding the LGBT groups. Okay, so we already know that, the LGBT groups is one of the most, controversial groups here in this country here. Now, the one thing that I just now found out, according to this small research that I'm doing here about the criticism towards this day, is the fact that they literally talk about how, the LGBT groups in the U.S. were actually, banned from marching in St. Patrick's Day parades in New York City and Boston. Now, bear this in mind. This was years ago, so obviously this doesn't really, obviously this really doesn't come into effect right now. In fact, in New York City, this ban was actually lifted in 2014. So now, pretty much any St. Patrick's Day parade, although they still find that barriers to the participation are still existing. Likewise with Boston, similar to how NYC lifted the ban in 2014. Boston did the exact same thing, which was actually a year later in 2015. So now both cities actually do have LGBT groups, celebrating St. Patrick's Day and parades and whatnot. It's just that the one thing I'm confused by is the fact that I'm not sure why they were banned in the first place, because I just don't. I'm sorry. It's just that I don't understand why is it that LGBT groups in this country has to have special treatment, because it really. I mean, yeah, sure, it's controversial, it has its issues, yes, it does, but I just don't see, or either a lesbian or gay or bisexual or transgender. I don't see what the problem.
I don't have any of those problems either. The only problem I have about the group is the whole diversity thing that's kept on shoving down our throats. Mm-hmm. Used so many times. And yes, we get it. You got your diversity and you have your diversity. But
yes, yeah.
You come down a notch.
Now, I also see that Luke also not only wanted to, talk about the story of St. Patrick's Day, but I also see you also wanted to, bring up, Stephen Hawking in this podcast. That's true, right?
That's true, because I wanted to talk about it in the episode, but yeah, that's the whole point about the whole thing.
It seems to be a major connection issue. I don't know what this is all about.
Yeah, I have difficulties with Vaughn at first, but then I
also see that Luke also wanted to bring up the fact that Steve Hawking recently passed away. He actually passed away 2 days ago. I can't remember. I don't think his cause of death was revealed, because on the day that he passed, I never actually seen what was his cause of death. But since it's been 2 days since he passed, I think they may have his cause of death right now, but I'm not 100% sure. If I can find it, I can pretty much let you guys know here. Okay, so there wasn't any. So he wasn't sick or anything like that. It says right here that his family stated that he died peacefully. So my assumed answer is that he pretty much passed away from natural causes, which is normal.
Okay, that's just great. I'm using Discord. I'm having difficulties with this. Hold on.
Kind of did, because you kind of did, because you did crash on the Discord, so you kind of did actually, have a little issue right there. Hey Luke, I was trying to get you there.
Yeah, that was
bring up the fact
difficulties
that,
my end.
Stephen Hawking passed away 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, March 14th, 2018.
That's what I wanted to address, because I remember when I first heard about it, literally, the first moment I heard about it was when my brother told me, and I was so shocked beyond all belief. You can actually ask Lavon, because I was on Discord with him when I started, when I literally started screaming, no joke. I actually started screaming when I first heard about it, and then I went to look it up to see this is true. Usually when people tell me they die, sometimes I always find it hard to believe and everything, because I know death happens. That's a natural part of life. But if you're talking about someone who is very well known, like Stephen Hawking, of course I'm gonna flip out, because it's like, how did this? Because I'm like, how did this happen? I just don't know. I just literally don't know how. I just don't know what happened. But according to here, it does say it did say they did play, so I can assume that it was actually like a natural causes kind of death rather than illness. Like the only kind of illness that he did, neurone disease, which almost everybody knows he had, because because that was the disease. He couldn't speak speech, and also he was obviously on a wheelchair as well, so he was kind of messed up. But what really made Stephen Hawking so respected is the fact that he was a very intelligent man. Despite the fact that he was diseased, he a very intelligent man. He was he was known for a lot of his theoretical predictions, such as the black hole event radiations, and which he actually personally calls the Hawking radiation, which I'm sure some people are probably familiar with, because it's one of his this is one of his few theories that's very well known by a lot of his work. In fact, this is one of his well-known scientific works, actually. And that's why a lot of people really do like him, because he was more like a theoretical physicist and a cosmologist and an author as well. He was more like that, and that's why I thought he was actually that he was diseased, because even though he was diseased, he didn't let that stop him from doing what he loved, and that's what made me respect him even more. It's just the fact that he kept going. Being a scientist, a theoretical scientist, despite being diseased.
Right. Yeah, the person has, a disease, Luke Garrison's.
So the question is, to the both of you, is, what exactly are your thoughts on Stephen Hawking? If you got this real.
His death is pretty much, I don't know, it shocks me to not just to myself, but pretty much to everyone in the science, everyone in the science community. And
we lost Larry.
I know, right? I have a question, Luke.
What
Do I have connection problems earlier, or
Yeah.
or was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure because.
Yeah, it happens to me when I crash my computer, my iPad.
Right. Hawkins' death. My God, it's his death is pretty shocking to me because one of the things about his death that actually really shocks me with all belief is for the fact that I thought that the disease caught him at first, but when I look up upon his death, I recently found out that he actually died peacefully. So perhaps maybe the cause of ALS didn't kill him, but rather it could have been his secondary disease like phenomia that or
Here we go again. Keeps crashing every time. I was talking to Larry Lavon and then reports like this.
as a legendary scientist, and he's actually going to be the most historic person like since Albert Einstein. And as a matter of fact, he is a historic person like in my book. So that's all I want. So, I'm not sure what his real final words is besides a shutdown, but I really hope he actually gone into perhaps in the space cosmos. I'm not saying he's in heaven because he wasn't religious. I'm gonna say that he is up in the space cosmos to where he is, discovering life's uniqueness of scientific studies. And like I said, no one would forget about this man. Not even I would forget about this man. And he is to us a legend into the sciences community and the community because of his text-to-speech voice synthesizer. So, what are your thoughts, Luke?
Well, when I first heard about it, it was this past March 14th around 12 something ish when I heard about his death on Facebook Trade News. And when I heard about his death, and I was getting ready to go to bed that night, and all of a sudden he passed away, and I was completely shocked when this happened. So this was going out to Stephen Hawking for this episode of the show, and then that's how I figured this and this group figured he passed away at the age of 76. So to our he will be dearly missed in heaven or in space, as he mentioned earlier. So
because he's an atheist, so we can't even specify that he was in heaven, and plus, speaking of it, I just don't like the way that some religious people calling him out and then say some negative crap about him, because I mean, if he wants to be an atheist, then that's his choice.
Yeah.
Like, that's his choice. Wait, is Larry having some connection issues? Because apparently it seemed to have connection issues.
Yeah, connection issues.
Wow.
I don't know why, but that happened to my Wi-Fi, like iPad, my connection difficulties on my end.
Yeah. Larry, can you hear us? Because Perry has some connection issues right now. so his noise comes in.
Okay.
Kind of heard like your point there. I do not understand why religious people would attack Stephen Hawking like that. I mean, yeah, because as a Christian like myself, that makes me very offended. Pretty much. I mean, everyone has their own religious beliefs in a similar way how everyone has their own political views. It's like there's no need to like attack certain people, but if you feel like that's exactly what you're going to do, I would highly suggest not staying out of the discussion at all. Just staying out of the discussion entirely because if you talk about it, then pretty much you're pretty much going to wreck relationships whenever it does happen, whenever you bring up this situation. That's why I highly suggest like staying out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm like I said. Wait a minute. Did I hear some echoes at first? Oh wait, it's probably gone. But like I said, he's, I mean, he's a great person in my opinion, and that's that.
Same here. Like, I feel, because as I have to reiterate, because I'm not sure some people heard me because of the connection issue, which is the fact that I do agree that Stephen Hawking is definitely on Albert Einstein's level of being the greatest scientist ever. Because, I mean, yes, while Albert Einstein definitely, like, pretty much was a pioneer when it comes to all the scientific theories and all the modern physics that he's also taught, Stephen Hawking is also, definitely fits Albert Einstein's level because Albert Einstein pretty much created like a pivotal step towards quantum physics and the quantum theory, and Stephen Hawking also pretty much did his own theory on quantum mechanics as well. And in his own right, it wasn't like he was trying to, rip off his, Albert Einstein's level. If you ask me, Hawking was most likely definitely inspired by Stephen Hawking. By Albert Einstein. In fact, when Albert Einstein passed away in 1955, Stephen Hawking was actually like 13 years old when that happened. I wouldn't even be surprised if Albert Einstein was one of Stephen Hawking's main inspirations for doing what he is doing. And now take a look at what Hawking has done. Now he pretty much also inspired future scientists for the future. Like he left a huge impact on future scientists and theorists who want to come along and teach physics and everything. And cosmology and all that stuff. He actually is leaving a very huge impression on these guys, and that's why I think Stephen Hawking is, and that's why I think he is not arguably, but this is definitely, in my true opinion, right here, which is that he is not only one of the greatest. He's not only one of the greatest physics, theorists ever, one of the greatest scientists of all time, the greatest and most inspirational human beings as well, because he shows that despite being diseased, he did not let that stop him from that stop him from doing what he loved. Now I know what some of you may be wondering though. What about his motor neurone disease or LAS or whatever? Well, I'm going to actually get into that. He actually Here's how it happened. It's actually very, very sad. So for those of you who can't handle it, I would highly suggest muting yourselves right now. But for those who do want to listen on how he got paralyzed, I will tell you. Know that he was diagnosed with LAS or motor neurone disease, which left him paralyzed for decades. Now, how was he diagnosed? You might ask. Well, I will tell you. So this happened all the way back in Oxford, UK. This was during his final year there, before, he started traveling around the world there. This is around the time when he actually started to, experience, like, clumsiness. Like, this is when his clumsiness was really starting to get worse. Because if you're wondering, Hawkins has always been, like, a clumsy person. But it was pretty much getting worse by this point here. He would, like, fall down some stairs, and he would always have difficulties, rowing, like, either rowing a boat or whatever. Pretty much got even worse. The problems pretty much got worse for him to the point where even his speech also slightly got slurred and all that stuff. Like, his speech was actually slurred because, the one thing that a lot of people probably can't remember is the fact that he did speak once upon before. It's just that this was around during, like, the early 60s when, Hawking was actually, paralyzed. But I'm going more into that. But he would fall downstairs. He had difficulties rowing, and his speech got, slurred. And even his own family noticed how much his bodily functions were really changing by the time he returned home for Christmas. This is when he had to, like, be taken to the hospital to see exactly what was wrong with him. Then in the year of 1963, this was when Stephen Hawking was officially diagnosed with motor neuron disease. And at the time, Stephen Hawking was 21 years old when he was diagnosed with the disease. And at the time, the doctors actually gave him a life expectancy of 2 years. So originally, when he was diagnosed with the disease 50 years ago, 55 years ago, actually, the doctors gave him 2 years to live. Now, obviously, Stephen Hawking found some way to actually live longer than that, which I thought was very impressive. But initially, when he was diagnosed with motor neuron, he was originally not supposed to live beyond 1965 or 66 or whatever. And he somehow lives longer, which I thought was pretty impressive. Then, pretty much by the late 60s, his physical abilities has suffered a huge decline. It got to the point where he had to begin to use crutches, and he was ceased lecturing regularly as well. He also slowly lost his ability to write, and he developed, like, compensatory visual method. So he kind of, like, had to use, like, his visual. So he kind of had to use, like, so he had to kind of, like, say stuff visually rather than writing and stuff like that, including, stating equations in terms of, geometry as well. But by the late 70s, Stephen Hawking's speech actually pretty much deteriorated by this point. I mean, he could be understood by his family and his closest friends as well. And to try to communicate with others, someone who basically knew him well would basically interpret his speech into intelligible speech, because that's how bad his speech got. It was pretty much by the late 70s where his speech was almost close to being unintelligible at all, but only a certain quantity of people would actually understand exactly what he's, they would actually understand exactly what he is saying, pretty much. But more on that. By the late 80s, though, by the mid 80s, actually,
like 86, basically.
Yeah, he also contracted pneumonia, which for him personally was actually life threatening. Now, pneumonia is usually something that you could actually recover from, but in Stephen Hawking's case, knowing the fact that he had these health issues, it was pretty much life threatening for him, and it was pretty much life-threatening for him, but he actually got a way out of it. He did find a way out of the, he did find a way to get out of the pneumonia and everything, which I thought, once again, that was, pretty impressive for him. But by the time the mid 2000s hit, pretty much by this point, Hawking lost all use of his hands when he began in 2005, because by this time he would begin to control his communication device with movements of his cheek muscles. Like, he would actually use his cheek muscles to actually use the communication device, which at the rate was pretty much one word per minute. That's how bad it was. And he couldn't move his neck, as you can see, because, like I said, it left him paralyzed, so he couldn't move his neck. And near the end of his life, and yes, this is near the end of his life, as, like I said before, he began, like, experiencing increased breathing difficulties. Yes, he actually had difficulties breathing in recent times, which I actually did not know about until this research, actually. So he needed like a ventilator at times, and he was also hospitalized several times. And I personally believe that this, that these issues with him is most likely what led to his death 2 days ago at the age of 76. He actually, and you want to know what's very fitting about, the thing that's fitting about Hawkins' death, right, at his home in Cambridge, it wasn't his birth home, which was in Oxford, but it was at the home where he was living in the UK. He was living in Cambridge, and unfortunately he passed away there at his home very peacefully. And pretty much that's my best retelling of Stephen Hawking's disability. I know my take on it may not necessarily be the best, but this is the best way that I can actually explain how. This is actually the best way that I can explain on how it happened, because this is some true stuff. This is some true stuff right here. Like, Hawking was really messed up, but what really made a lot of people admire him is the fact that he was a very intelligent human being despite being diseased, and he didn't let that stop him from teaching physics and whatnot. When he was when he used to be like a director of research at the University of Cambridge, which I thought is one of the most inspirational things. If there's one thing that you can definitely learn from him, and there's another thing, I almost forgot to mention this. Not only was he an honorary fellow of the Royal Society of Arts, but he was also a lifetime member of Pontifical Academy of Science, and he was also a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom, as well as the highest civil award in the United States as well. So it's like, not only was he admired in the UK, but he was admired pretty much all around the world, including here in the US. And that just shows you how much Hawking has got this far despite his health issues. If there's one thing that you could definitely learn from him, is the fact that if you ever have a disability, I'm going to give you guys one example of someone who does have a disability, and in this case, this is Lavon. Lavon actually has HFA. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about high functioning autism. It is part of the autism spectrum, but he actually has the high functioning autism as part of the spectrum right here. This does not necessarily affect his intelligence or how he perceives or whatever. Instead, this actually makes him intelligent, but it's just that sometimes with this disability, pretty much, because if you're wondering, yes, autism definitely is it is considered to be disability pretty much, and pretty much the features that high functioning autism has is very similar to those of Asperger's syndrome as well. So he kind of has exactly what's similar to what a person with Asperger's would have. And one of the few things that he definitely has, it's pretty much his features. It's like, if there's one thing that a lot of people with autism are usually commonly have, it would definitely be their communication, their emotion recognition, and their expressions and social interactions as well. Like, those are actually one of the few issues that people with HFA would have. It doesn't affect their intelligence, but rather it affects pretty much the way they communicate and their social interactions as well, pretty much. That's one of the most issues right there. But despite that, Lavon does not let that stop him from pretty much doing, what he wants to do, becoming a filmmaker here and also being in this, this podcast with Luke. That's everybody should learn is the fact that you should not let any of your personal issues stop you. You gotta keep going and pursuing, because despite Stephen Hawking being very messed up, he did not let that stop him from teaching physics at the University of Cambridge. And this is why Stephen Hawking is not just one of the greatest scientists ever, but pretty much one of the greatest human beings ever.
Mm-hmm.
match. He's also one of the most iconic, and he's also the type. He's probably like, for some reason, he's probably like one of the only persons that I know that manages to introduce TTS into the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we already know that after he lost his speech, he had to speak with a speech generating device because, initially, it was by a handheld switch, but then he has to use a single cheek muscle in order to speak, which was actually the way he had to use his device.
I think before he used to have a keyboard with him, like the earliest. I think the earliest the thing that he actually used a computer, when he first used the computer speech synthesizer, has to be around 1986, as far as my knowledge goes. I'm not sure if he used it a bit before, but I'm pretty sure it's around 1986 is when he first started using it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he has to spend 23 years in order to get the technology for him to communicate.
Actually, slight correction. He's actually been communicating through a speech generating device for over 30 years. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So he did it since. Wait, are you sure?
Because it was during the mid 80s, like 1985. Actually, I said that earlier.
Oh, 85. Okay, so it is 85. Okay, so
he's been using the generating device for like 33 years.
Yeah. Okay, 85. Yeah, it takes him 22 years for him to get the technology that he wanted. And like, could you imagine those 22 years? People thought that just this is an old mentality. But imagine, like, 22, like, in those 22 years before, people thought that, oh, just because you can't speak, that means he's stupid. Like, he's not stupid. It's like...
Very far from that. Because, like, despite the fact that he's not able to speak, how...
God, here we go again with these difficulties. Oh.
the scholarship in 1959 when he wanted to study physics and chemistry.
Exactly.
And also, take a look at this. I already mentioned all the rewards that awards that he has won, and the fact that all these theories and all these theories that he talks about, relating to cosmology and physics and all that stuff. How do you explain that? Also, how do you explain the fact that he also became the director of research at University of Cambridge? How do you explain that? Huh? You're going all, all day. Explaining and showing people that they are definitely wrong about Steven.
Totally wrong.
If he was stupid, then why does he have all this stuff in his resume? Huh? How do you explain that? There's no way to dispute it. There's no way to dispute it.
There definitely is no way.
There is no way.
This dude worked really hard. This dude worked really hard despite being messed up and just being paralyzed with. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Luke, I haven't really heard much from you. Any thoughts on Stephen?
Well, Stephen Hawking was a great scientist, though I've watched him on the ZGW video called on him eating brains, whatever they call it, and it's a parody of Stephen Hawking thingy that I watched recently, back in 2015-ish, and It was pretty hilarious, but Oh, and by the way, Brent, I already told you about the new TV I got this week. It's by Brian Plumley. We'll get to the Steve Hawking thing in a bit. Brian sent me a chat thing. We lost Larry.
Yeah, he has connections for some reason.
No, I didn't have a connection issue. I just switched pretty much.
You switched.
The problem was that Discord was working terribly on my iPhone, so I wanted to see if it would, work. That's why I was on my desktop. That's why I was on my laptop for the time being.
Yeah.
I know this is also, by the way, I know this is a little bit off topic to what the podcast is all about, but I want to announce to you guys that there was a video that I was working on last night, which actually rendered in 25 minutes. Yes, that's one of the quickest. Yeah, that's one of the quickest renders ever. I basically put together a new episode of That's a Man Reptile. Now, don't be misled by this. This isn't actually 100% new episode. I am actually working on another episode where Reptile talks about an average PS1 game that, while it's playable, has its flaws and everything. But I'll discuss that later. I don't really want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I will give you this hint. It is an underrated PS1 game made by Eidos Interactive. It's like an arcade style, beat 'em up game, pretty much. But what I was gonna say is that this new episode that I did is actually a montage on the season one moments.
Lost connection. Hang on. Hang on, Larry.
Okay, I was watching a review of that one Dragon Ball game that is on the NES. A American version of the Dragon Ball game that's on the NES. I think it's in Kindle, but it was made by Bandai or something. I think it's called Dragon. I can't remember. Just to do research, I can just
You're
research.
you're saying that it's a Dragon Ball game on NES. That's what you're saying.
Yes, it's a Dragon Ball game in the NES that's made by Bandai, and
Dragon Power says by Brian Plumley.
yes, Dragon Power. I was actually researching that. Reptile should do a freaking review on Dragon Power, and Reptile would make this game. You should do, that's an episode that you should do, because if there's anything, you're a huge Dragon Ball fan, so I'm assuming you should actually take a look. You can actually take a look at this game, and then maybe if you can see if it's actually, that's a man Reptile material now.
Depends. I just gotta see. I just gotta, I have to play and see if it's actually, I have to see if it's, I have to see if it really is actually a bad game. That's the first thing. But that's a great suggestion, though.
Yeah. Brian Plumley says Dragon Power released on the NES, developed by Toes and published by Bandai.
Yep, you're right. That's the one. Now I can take that as as an episode idea, actually, because that actually sounds like that idea actually does, it does sound like it has a lot of potential. Now about working on the new episode, the new game review from That's a Man Reptile. I'm talking about another PS1 game. I will actually be writing this. I will actually be writing the script pretty much, because what's going to happen is that probably when I actually do leave this podcast, I will be working on that episode. And another thing is that I also will be doing a live reaction, provided that I can actually do that, because if OBS doesn't work on my computer like the way it's supposed to, then I don't know what to do, but it should. Like I said, I'll give it a good try. But apart from that, though, I actually want to announce, though, that if you guys haven't, I know you guys are fans of my channel. You guys probably, keep up to date with the top 10 worst logos video that me and Mr. Director 8 actually worked on. It is set to be released today, so I'm not sure when. But you gotta bear this in mind. He's at school right now, so please give him some time. But when the video does get released, be sure to check it out because it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, speaking of gaming, that's actually one of the podcast's topics. This game segment.
Oh, that's right. Is it really? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even notice. I'm surprised. I only read about the St. Patty's and Stephen Hawking part, but I actually did not see the game segments at all. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you know me very well, Luke.
Yeah. The whole point, I was originally going to do trend news today, but fortunately, I was going to discontinue that in the show. But I want to do game segments, and now with movie reviews, because the movie reviews are going to be there since Brandon did it on Vlog Weekly, and now there's a show called Friday. Brandon, if you're watching this, it's for you.
Oh, so you actually plan on, so basically you also plan on, reviewing films. If that's one thing, and that's one of my favorite things to actually do, because I love reviewing films. In fact, that reminds me, I gotta do the Reptile 124 reviews again, because I recently did my Bloody Roar Primal Fury review, which didn't have the most views, but right, I'm not surprised because the game is really underrated anyway.
Yeah.
But I do plan, but there's one game in particular that I was supposed to review a long time ago. It's one of my favorite video games of all time, one of my favorite PS1 games, and I forgot to talk about it.
Wait, is it a fighting game?
Mm-hmm. How did you know that?
Well, you just mentioned Tekken 3, so you just want to mention Tekken 3 as your favorite, so I exactly remember it.
You really do know me.
Yeah. Brian says the top 10 is going to stay on Vlog Weekly, though I might do something different on Friday's show on Remix Plum Television.
So the top 10 is going to stay the same, be Vlog Weekly, Remix Plum Television. Remix Plum, that's a very creative name. But, my gosh, Lavon, you really do know me. I'm so happy right now. I can't even explain it.
Premiere days on this link. Yeah.
Okay, let me have a look at this. The premiere link right here. And the Flickr page is not found. Looks like you followed a bad link. Wow.
Hold on. I'll do it. This will take me a while. Oh my god. Really? Show me a YouTube link. Hang on one moment.
I can also see that Luke also used.
Okay, there we go.
I actually didn't know.
There we go. The new look and the official thumbnail of Vlog Weekly returns April 6th.
Oh, okay. That actually looks good. That looks pretty good to me here. Oh, apparently Brandon's also live streaming, he's also live streaming Nintendo Switch games on his channel here. He says that he has 7 or 8, Switch titles that he has, that he updated, which I think is actually pretty cool. I honestly didn't know you actually had a Nintendo Switch. I'm actually still, I'm still working on trying to, get a Nintendo Switch actually. But again, I have some reasons why I haven't gotten one yet. So the Twitch is Cellstar89. Let me see. Because I do have a Twitch myself. I don't really use it very often, but I do have it.
Mhm.
I'm not sure when I plan on using. I'm not sure when I'm planning to live stream on Twitch. Actually, it'll happen. It'll happen one day. I'm just not sure when now. So currently, he's live streaming. What is it called? Retro Gaming Live TV. That's a pretty interesting name because, you know, I've always been a huge fan of retro games. I've always been a huge fan of all that stuff. Knowing Brandon, he would probably definitely love my. Yeah, he would definitely. Knowing Brandon, he would definitely love my. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. Hosting retro game. Oh, that's not actually personally him. That's actually. Is that actually him actually live streaming another channel? I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I forget how Twitch works. Cause it's been a long time.
Yeah, I saw Twitch years ago, and I was a guest on his original Game On streams. You know.
I don't have a Nintendo Switch yet, but I'll be getting that. The Elgato's HD60. Yes, Elgato is definitely the capture card you need if you want to record, you know, games in HDMI. That's great. So I can stream Nintendo Switch games as well as other games that I plan on streaming on my channel. Bros. Yeah, I'm a big retro gamer. I play the NES all the time. I play others like. Wow, Brandon, I honestly did not know that about you. Okay, so if you're sitting there and you're telling me that you are a huge fan of retro games like myself, then you will definitely love the gaming videos that I post on my channel. What I do is that I live stream playthroughs of some classic games. I've recently been doing Max Payne, but I also talk about, you know, all those consoles a lot, like the SNES and all that stuff. I have the Red Tile 124 reviews where I review consoles, I review games as well. I haven't done the Atari 2600 titles yet, and that's mainly.
Oh, we lost connection with. Never mind.
Since those games are so simple, but I would love to still do a 2600 review if I ever get the opportunity to. Like, I would probably do it in like a huge category. Like, for example, like maybe I would review the Activision 2600 games and stuff, since, you know, Activision in the 80s were pretty much one of the greatest developers when it came to, you know, making 2600 games pretty much. On top of all that, I do my retro Let's Plays, and plus I do my retro Let's Play. I would highly recommend, you know, looking up my channel and, you know, taking a look at the retro Let's Play videos that I made, and, you know, pretty much, you know, you can have your thoughts on them. You know, at least, you know, giving it a chance before, you know, you judge too soon. And according to you, your favorite 2600 game is Adventure. Now, if you were to ask me what my favorite 2600 game is, if you were to ask me what my favorite Atari.
We lost connection. Sorry about this, everyone. We got difficulty. Hang on, everyone. Gotta get this fixed.
But, you know, that's just, you know, my personal opinion here.
Sorry, everyone.
I've never seen this Twitch channel before. I had never seen this. This looks like a Super Nintendo game or an arcade. Oh, wait a second. He's got a bunch of arcade machines in the background, so he has to be like playing it on like an arcade machine. It looks like he could be. It looks like a lot of those arcade machines. I'm not sure if they're actual, like, you know, original arcade machines, or if they're just memes, you know, or if they're just, you know, names. But it could be. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I would actually love to have like a MAME arcade, actually, you know, once I finally, you know, have my own apartment and everything, because that would be so kick-ass. But I've never seen this Twitch channel before. Retro Gaming Live TV. I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
I have to check this out. Honestly, when I do live stream on Twitch, that's the one thing that I focus on doing. I honestly want to focus on streaming retro games and all that stuff, because if there's one thing that I just don't like about how new school games are nowadays, it's not the fact that I hate new school games, because I do play them. I do play games like Tekken 7, Battlefield 1, you know, stuff like that. It's just that, you know, when it comes to live streaming, you know, those modern games out there, it's just that, you know, of course, you know, there's going to be a bunch of, you know, immature people or trolls or whatever bothering me. I'm being it seems like, I mean, trolls still happen when you also, you know, when you're doing retro gaming stuff as well, but I experience less with that, though. Because it's like, the type of fans that I actually get are actually legitimate, you know, retro gaming fans. And that's what Shiz Oh Network targets. Nothing more.
Well, but pleased to announce that Sega's bringing this.
Wait a second. I'm actually looking at something through, you know, Luke's screen share. Apparently, there's a PS4 game of. Is that a Sega Genesis collection on PS4?
Yeah.
Are you telling me Sega made another one? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Sega Genesis Collection PS4. They actually announced it 2 days ago.
Wait, what they announced?
Sega actually they actually announced a Sega Genesis Classics Collection for PS4 and Xbox One. Holy crap!
Yeah.
We haven't even seen one since the PS3, when the PS3 had, you know, the Sega Genesis Ultimate Collection, which in its own right was also another great compilation title. Yeah, if you're wondering, I do love compilation games. In fact, I know for some people you guys can't really see because because since this is a podcast, it's audio only, but this only applies to Luke and Lavon, since they're the only ones that can see me pretty much. Like, I do have more compilation titles than just this, but these are just a few examples that I have on PS2. Like, I have Midway Arcade Treasures 2, which is the edgiest one. You see it's M-rated because it has Mortal Kombat. Then I have Atari Anthology, which was also published on PC, known as Atari.
I really need that game again.
What, this?
I didn't play it on PS2 actually, but I actually played this on the Xbox, and I actually like the music anthology menu, and it got okay. It has that ambient music in the background, and it also shows the history of how the rise and fall of Atari is, and yeah, it's some pretty interesting stuff that's in this game.
In fact, I might actually make a live stream of Atari Anthology. I might. It depends. But then I also have part of the other anthology series as well, which is Activision Anthology, which actually has all of Activision's most famous, Atari. It has all the famous Atari 2600 games, which Wait a second, I don't even know what you're doing. But
I have to find that exact copy that I have. Yeah, I have that exact copy. Well, not the PS2 version, but the PC version. Are you find this thing?
So you own the PC version.
There it is. It's time. Nothing beats PC.
You didn't tell me you owned it on PC. You didn't tell me that.
I told you this, actually. You probably didn't remember it.
Yeah, that's probably the issue. I can be forgetful. But yeah, I didn't know you actually had it on PC. Because like I said, I had to own Atari Anthology, which like I said, Anthology wasn't called Anthology on PC. It was the 80 classic games all in one. And, pretty much, I used to have it downloaded on my old school computer.
I got the remix edition and you don't.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Continue to be the bragging a-hole you want to be. Alright? But finally, what? Whoa! Hold on a fucking minute. Why is this case upside down? Please flip it around, or else I'm gonna take that case and shove it up to Uranus. Okay, I will. There. Midway Arcade Treasure.
Okay, you got Volume 1, Midway Arcade Treasure. Okay, now here's my thing about...
Way right there. I do wondering if I do have it, Yes, I do. I actually do have, maybe on the original Xbox. So yes, I actually do have. So yes, I actually do own the entire. I actually do own the entire Midway Arcade Treasures collection.
Right. Now here's the thing about that dawns on me about the arcade treasures collection. That is the first one that you own. How in the hell did freaking Volume 2 actually got M-rated because that is Mortal Kombat, which is very understandable, but yet. When Volume 1 was released, it wasn't M, but it was rated teen. But yet, Smash TV was included, and Smash TV had a bunch of gore and violence, and it's a teen-rated game. I mean, what's up with the logic?
I feel like Mortal Kombat was definitely more violent than. I feel like Mortal Kombat was actually more violent than Smash TV, if you ask me. I mean, I've definitely had.
Oh, really?
But compared to Midway Treasures, though, I mean, but compared to Smash TV, nah. In fact, here's the thing. Midway Arcade Treasures, the original, actually got released. Actually, there was like of this game. It was just simply titled Midway Arcade Treasures 1. It had almost the exact same logo as the other two Midway Arcade Treasures games. I don't actually own that copy of the game because I own the original version of it, but I just want to throw that out there that there's actually a re-release version of it simply titled Midway Arcade Treasure 1. It's literally the exact more like I guess it's update.
Right.
The only port technology that I have version, like I know that the original Xbox version exists, but I haven't bought that yet. Largest reason why is because like I do own original Xbox games, but Xbox replaces them because the system doesn't play the discs anymore. I don't know why it does. I have a problem. Like I started noticing this problem around like summertime, I believe it was summertime last year, when I noticed that this was a problem. Why isn't it working and everything? And ever since then, it pretty much just couldn't read into the disc at all. So now I most likely have to either replace this console or probably turn it open just to see what the problem is. If I can actually open up, I'll see exactly what the problem is, so I can.
There we go again. Oh boy. Gonna try again.
About is I am a huge fan of compilation games. Okay, here we go.
I'm so sorry, I have difficulties.
Another I gotta move my tech game over. So like this is how does this like a fall over. That's a game. It's fine. I'm still gonna keep it going because it's the guy is on my mind. I don't want to get it. there's 3 more compilation games that I have on PS1, which is this stuff. It's I know, like I said, I know for the podcast people can't see it, but that's what. In fact, for those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you. Since you guys can't see, what I'm saying is this: I have Namco Museum Volume 1 on PS1. It's the re-release. And then I also had Midway Arcade. I'm sorry. Midway Arcade's greatest is the Midway Collection 2. This is actually the arcade's greatest hits that Midway did in the late 90s. Like, there was Williams, the Atari collection, and then there was the Midway collection. And this was part of the series of, those titles. So this is not the only one. I still have yet to get the other ones. But then also have this one. This is actually the latest, more like the latest compilation title on PS1. And when I say latest, I don't mean as in literally very recently, but I'm just saying more newer than these because Namco Museum Volume 1 and Midway Collection 2 came out during the 90s, but Atari Anniversary Edition Redux came out in 2009. This game is actually the PlayStation port to the Sega Dreamcast version, because on Sega Dreamcast it was just simply called Atari Anniversary Collection. Atari Anniversary Edition. However, it's called Redux because pretty much this is the exact same game, but with a few different games, though. A few different games. But it also does feature some bonus footage of Nolan Bushnell as well. If you guys don't know who he is, if you guys don't know Nolan, he was one of the founders of Atari, right next to Jack.
Oh, so here's one thing I'm gonna ask. I hear half of.
Here we go again. Do, man.
Problem is,
we lost
Luke, I have a question. Is Larry cutting in a lot?
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Like, he was making his speech, but all of a sudden he was like, cut, and I have a hard time.
It happened to me as well.
Right.
With this iPad difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
It goes all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he's using his iPhone for this one. Just
had no choice but to join in through here. You guys hear me perfectly, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Now, I was actually trying to explain. I was also trying to show like a little bonus, but I guess that really can't happen now. Which is that I still have my Interactive City Sampler Volume 3 demo disc in its original sleeve, packaging here. That, I wouldn't necessarily say it counts per se as a compilation game, but, I wanted to, show it as like a little bonus attraction because, I never would have thought. In fact, I have 2 demo discs actually. I have 2 of them. There was actually one demo disc that I owned that I actually bought while I was at back in October. Yeah, because if you guys are wondering, there is like a convention that does happen around the area where I live. It's just simply called RetroCon, and I do attend. I actually attended that that convention back in October. And that's where I actually got this particular demo disc. It's simply called Jam Pack Volume 1. It basically has 12 playable demos on it. It has 12 playable demos on it. It has Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Yes, I said that right. Jurassic Park, Hex Adventures, Dynasty Warriors, Machine Hunter, Rage Racer, MDK, Thunder Truck Rally, Codename Tonka, NBA Shootout 97, Rallycross, which for the record I own, and Pitfall 3D. So yeah, it's actually one of the first jam-packed demo discs actually. Another thing that I want to bring up is the manual. The manual actually does have the manual does feature an advertisement where it says, "Get the new PlayStation Underground CD mag. Being just another gamer blows. That's why we created the new PlayStation Underground CD mag. 4 dual CD issues designed to take hardcore gamers to the extreme. Just $29.95 gets you 8 discs over 5.2 gigs. Gigs, really? Each jam-packed with interactive game demos, hints and tips, behind-the-scenes video, and exclusive codes you want." Yeah, that sounds great. And if I was to call this number right now to subscribe to it, I would highly expect Sony to do this for me, but I know that's not possible, so I'm not going to try it. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, this is the second demo disc that I got, and yeah, like I said, I got this at RetroCon.
Mm-hmm.
I think I paid. What was it? I think I paid like $3 or $4 for that demo disc. I can't remember. It really wasn't very expensive. It was so cheap.
Right.
Well, and that's another thing. That's everything. I need to say that, so far I heavily, enjoyed being, a part of this podcast with Lou. Like, this is actually one of those rare times where I'm actually able to, be available to actually, collaborate with someone on a podcast, because most of the time I'm usually busy, like, working on projects or,
Here we go again.
This is 192nd episode of Friends with LukeJ62895.
62895.
192 episodes. That's outstanding.
Yeah, I've been doing this since 2014, And from the beginning, I started the show when I started the show, it was Brandon and Billy. I started the evening time slot, but then 2 episodes later, Brandon and I decided to do it on the to do it on the afternoon time slot, which is noon time. So that way I can do it on that time slot, you know? Just saying.
That is actually very impressive. I didn't even think you did this for like a while, and that's probably why. That actually explains why you actually have a following when it comes to these. When it comes to these type of videos, like this is very, very impressive. And like I said, I really, part of this, this podcast here. The only reason how come I'm not here for long is because, like I said, I do have other stuff to work on. Like I have to, I'm going to be writing my new episode of, Mad Reptile, and like I said, I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend too. But so far, nothing is really happening. But yeah, that's about it, pretty much.
You're fine.
It was really amazing being here.
Yeah, it was amazing for you to be here.
Yeah. Hey, Larry. Apparently, your collaborator was asking everyone in our Discord, and apparently, the one-on-one Mr. Director will have an hour to vote, and he asked all of us in the mod or whatever in the Discord this question: when do you guys want me to upload the new top 10 video? That's the question.
Wow.
Oh dear. Oh. Because if he uploads it now, I might make a live reaction. I might.
Ooh. An hour to vote. Come on, Twitter.
Wait, what was that?
Really messing up for you or something. Oh, what he's trying to do is that he is trying to go on to, he's trying to log on to Twitter using the new Lavon account, because me and him actually do take control of it, but Lavon mostly is in control of the new Lavon account more than me.
That's fine.
Wait, I was in control of the new Lavon account?
But for those of you who are huge wrestling fans, I do have this to say. Happy Austin 316 Day.
Hooray.
He says I just whooped your ass, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yep.
Right now, noodles.
Yep. Noodles for you both.
My gosh, man, that is like the most random of choices. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm sorry. I gotta do that. I gotta do that.
Mhm.
What he's up to, though. Oh, and by the way, I also heard that the new official trailer to Avengers: Infinity War got released. Originally, I thought it was the other trailer that was more like official.
Wait, do you watch it yet, or you haven't watched it yet, have you?
I'll check out the trailer when I actually, leave this podcast, actually. Right before I begin. Right before I see the, what's the name? Video that Ian made.
Oh man, that trailer would probably gonna make you even more hype. Like,
yeah.
Holy shit, that fucking trailer, like, all I can say is just be prepared for this event, because actually, did you see Black Panther on a Thursday? Was it on a Thursday? Or was it on a Wednesday? No, it was on a Tuesday. It's like, did you see Black Panther on a Tuesday? Fucking time to watch the goddamn Infinity War trailer. Because haven't you just wait another week? You would have been a bit, I don't know.
Mhm.
I know. It would have been a little ugly.
Yep.
See this. I need to figure out, like, I just need to figure out a new place where I can place all my physical comics. I haven't bought comics in a while because, like I said, there's financial reasons why I haven't done that yet. But buy more. But I just also need more. I just need it better for my comics too. But I would love to actually, place them somewhere. Oh boy.
Mhm.
I haven't seen this though. I got to. My gosh, man, and I'll say it again. My thoughts on the Black Panther movie. I can sum up this movie in 2 words. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Exactly. Just 2 words alone is just a good review.
Wait. Oh, Shiz? You mean oh, Shiz? That's Mr. Director speaking on the Discord chat.
That was...
Oh boy.
That was actually a pretty funny pun.
Wait. Should we actually put it in the Reptile vs. Crojo film where Reptile's like, oh, Shiz!
I might do that just to add some slight comedy in there.
Mhm.
Just as a hilarious pun.
You okay?
I'm fine.
That's fine. And I heard you cough in the background.
Is everything good?
Oh, everything's good. Okay, no joke. Yesterday I wasn't feeling well because because last night I was like fucking like, oh god, like I have a huge headache and I was puking everywhere and all that shit. But then so that's why I sleep at like at midnight. Then I just woke up like 5 in the morning. Now I feel much better. And no, I haven't had coffee today. But the reason why I decided to skip the coffee is because so that way I could just, try to be, good.
Yeah, I feel your pain, Lavon.
Just be very careful. But hey, at least you know what it's like to fall asleep because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not very good because then that means I just get less and less sleep, and that's why you have to clock in as much hours as you can.
Yeah.
Now, but wait, the devastating, destructive YouTube's algorithms are pretty shit, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Where's my Mad Reptile stuff? I'm trying to find that because right now I'm currently uploading the last night. Because like I said, the video rendered in 25 minutes. Like, this is one of the fastest videos to render.
Oh, Brandon sent us a link, which is ragamanda.com/Frago, things like that.
What's that?
It's a link. Okay. It's quick and...
Apparently, breaking news. Mr. Director is going to upload it right now.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, so exciting. I'm leaving my pants right now.
Okay. Frago is a software where you quick and clean audio playback. Okay. Downbeat loop, Funky Boob, Snow Jam Poop.
Wait. Why?
Well, it's a software on this for this episode. Brian, if you're watching this, for you.
Well, you wanna know what's a bigger coincidence though? Now that I said that, I just posted in a joke there that said, hey, I'm peeing my pants right now, basically exaggerating how excited I am. A big coincidence is I actually do have to take a piss, so wait a sec. Is my video still uploading? Yeah, it is. Wait, hang on, let me put in the title of the episode.
Well, we got two videos from Larry, one from Mr. Director's channel, one from the Shiz Oh Network. And meanwhile, my video scheduling seem to be very stuck in right now because I don't know, my 7 days a week schedule is just, I don't know, I was too lazy with it. I failed on that schedule.
Like a baby crying or a gong, even to a bone, said by Brandon. You have a good point, Brandon, if you're watching this. But yeah, it's a joke between me and Brandon, but yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's for this thing's for entertainment purposes only, but yeah. Well, it's just to let you know and everything. And anyways, I know you two are still doing not going there along with it, yeah. What are you gonna be doing for the rest of the episode? Oh yeah.
That is a good question.
Like I said, I'm not going to be able to stay here much longer because I do have things that I have to work on.
That's fine.
It was honestly really fun, doing this podcast with you, Luke. I was actually glad I was able to find the right time to be able to, join here because this is one of those, because I rarely, join other people's, streams or podcasts or whatever, mostly because I'm busy from what I'm doing. But all I can say is today was your lucky day, and what a coincidence considering the fact that St. Patrick's Day is close by.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. And also, I might be also heading off too, since actually this podcast pretty much covers everything. Like we talk about Stephen Hawking, St. Patrick's Day, gaming. I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah. For me, I'm just gonna play some games while you guys are gone,
Right. I mean, the only thing you can ask us is what we're gonna do, like Q&A, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have time for Q&A.
We have if you could quickly get it over with. Do you have any questions on what's gonna happen with Nutravon or something?
Yeah, surely. If that'd be okay if I can react to your videos and so it's with Vaughn's.
Oh, you can react to our content. I don't mind.
Yeah. My second question is that I wonder what day is Reptile vs. Cobra is gonna be released.
The movie is going to be released on July 8th of 2018.
Yeah.
Basically coincide with, my 19th birthday. Basically.
That's fine. Because on June 28th, I'm going to have to be out of town, basically, because I'm going to be having a birthday coming up, and I'll be doing some things, that'll be like days before your 19th birthday. I'm gonna be turning 23 for one. Two, I'm gonna be extremely busy throughout a trip to cross the special film. And that's the reason why I said that.
But I'm glad you asked me that because some people probably aren't well aware of the for Reptile v. Croja, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great importance of anything, because pretty much this is the future of this universe. Now, what we're gonna do in Nutrifon after Reptile vs. Croja, I'm pretty sure that after that, I'm not sure what's gonna be after, but I think after Reptile vs. Croja, I think the universe is probably gonna have a different film. And I think this is when my film comes in. And that's yes, Mom. I'm about to get off the podcast anyways, Mom.
I just want to give you like a 10-minute warning that we're gonna be leaving, so give you a little heads up.
Here.
Right, Mom.
So that's basically what would happen. But was there other stuff that you was going to say, Lavon?
I was about to say something about the next film after Reptile vs. Croja will be a film that I wanted to do. Now the release date of this particular film is unknown. So
We lost connection with them. Sorry, I did not know.
universes could always have a bunch of character developments on the other hand.
Yeah. The whole and yeah, I just really think about some awesome things that happen in the universe,
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm gonna ask in this thing,
Croja is actually. This is actually one of the few movies that I've honestly.
I'll say here.
I've honestly have been anticipating, the release of this movie for a very long time because I feel like that this movie it's very important because it's pretty much going to have a more coherent. It's pretty much going to have a more coherent plot more than the original film. Because if you ask me, I think Reptile v. Croja is going to be better than the first film because there were a few.
I have that feeling too.
Yeah.
There are inconsistencies in the first film. I mean, I still like the first film. There were some inconsistencies that in the story that I wanted to fix there, and I feel like this would actually, be the perfect time for it would be the perfect time for me to actually make this change and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And announced that the video that I made, that the video for Reptile, the processing has been done. I haven't published it yet because I'm trying to, put together a thumbnail right now. But
Larry. Well, okay. Well, apparently the collab video you did with Ian, apparently Ian's connection is
so he says it'll take a while.
Right.
Anyway, besides, I kind of want some reactions from certain people as far as the Reptile video because I just want to see how people think of it pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But other than that's all the Q&A from me at this point for this time.
Yeah, I have to get going because my mom wants me to do grandma's laundry because I have laundry to do almost every Friday.
Yeah.
I have to do laundry with it.
That's fine.
I said, I have to, and like I said, I have work that I have to do. But it was very nice, but it was very nice being,
Very nice that, like it's very nice that you actually invited us to your podcast, Luke.
Thank you. Do appreciate that you wanted to do this for you guys, and it means a lot to me, When I reach 200, it's gonna be a big one.
Right.
Absolutely, and you are absolutely welcome, Luke.
Thank you.
This is the least that I could do to make up for the, past times that I've missed it. It's largely because a lot of important things come up because you gotta realize, like, I'm a really busy guy and I'm just trying to
Same here with me.
on, and usually when I find the perfect time is when I know that I can finally, join you in these podcasts here. And I'm so glad that this is actually, the perfect time to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to let you go because I feel like I'm going to start doing the game segments,
Very much on here, and I guess I might as well just do my outro since I'm on here. So, if you guys did happen to enjoy this podcast, you guys already know what to do. Be sure to subscribe to Luke Jeffers, and if you also enjoyed my presence as well, be sure to subscribe for more videos from the Shiz Oh Network. Like I said, I could very well be doing a live reaction when Ian finally releases his video, and also be sure to subscribe to Lavon Media as well, best friend of mine. And until then, peace out and deuces beyond the infinite. And as always, say it with me, folks. Think for yourself.
Yeah. Bye.
And this is Lavon right here speaking, and subscribe to my channel, and peace, and you have a good day, Luke.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, folks, after the whole Lavon and Larry Pingy, it's time for the games thing, because I feel like after Lavon and Larry decided to leave, we wanted to do the game segment, Well, let's start off with OpenMU stuff. We're gonna do that anyway. So let's start with that, and we're gonna do 5 more games in this wheel, shall we? Because I feel like it's something I really want to do, in this episode, Anyway, I'm gonna call Mom for the rest of for the whole thing, and afterwards, I am gonna call it quits after this game segment is over. So yeah. We're gonna do this game. Okay, let's do it anyway. Round 1. The category is pitch in person. Spin the wheel. I have to turn this down. $1,000, hooray! See. Dang it! No cashing in. Oh well. Oh well, I just wanted to do this anyway. $400. An S. Dang it! There's no S. $250. An R. There are 2 R's. by a vow. Hold on one quick. Hello?
Hey,
Hey, Mother.
how are you?
Doing good. Just recently hang out with Lavon and Larry after this episode is over. You know,
Awesome.
I just wanted to finish up the show is over. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just saying because it's been a hell of a ride and everything, and it's just the thing where I just started out with. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whole point is, it's just that, I just want to do this in a way because it's awesome, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, let me go because I want to continue this episode, wrapping up this episode with a bang, and I want to finish this up, you know?
Alright, babe. Alright, well, I love you.
Number 2, Mother. Anyway. Yeah, and Bren said to me, well, bud, this episode was entertaining for today. Big props to Lavon and Larry for being on your show. You should have more special guests on your show, even with Lavon and Larry. Yeah. So, yeah, because Lavon and Larry will be busy on some of the occasions, you know, because he has a lot of things to do, you know, like, for example, like, writing stuff, because Tuesdays and Thursdays are his most education days for college, you know, things like that, you know, just want to make sure how much time to get ready for it, you know, and, yeah, so that's the point about Lavon and Larry. Yeah, I agree with you, Brandon. You should invite, Lavon and Larry to, the new Twitch show, but yeah, later about that. Anyway, let's continue on with the game, shall we? Oh my god, no, oh crap! Oh man, what am I gonna do now? I thought I was gonna buy a vow or something, but I waited all my life. Wasted that much money, oh well. I'm gonna turn this up now. And dang it. Bankrupt, oh well. $250, an L. There's an L. $250, an M. There's an M. Buy a vowel, an A. Dang it. Buy another vowel, an E. 3 E's, wow. $800. A W? Dang it, it's no W. Oh well. $1,000, hooray. See? Dang it! For cookie, oh well. I deserve that. Whatever. Dang it! Miss a turn. Oh wow. $700. A P. Dang it, there's no P. $150. Good, no H. Oh boy. $200. A B. There's a B. Okay. Got it, finally. Okay. $500. T. 3 T's. Wow. Spin the wheel again. Oh my god. $200. An H. Three E's. Yo, says by William. How you doing, Will? I'm depressed, not good. How are you? About you? Well, I'm doing good. I'm just came back for this whole entire Larry thing, you know. Just wanted to come back and the whole entire Larry thing because I wanted to spend more time with Larry and Lavon because I wanted to do this in any way, you know. Just saying, you know. Just saying. $250. An L. Dang it! No L. Oh well. No. Okay. Whew. $250. D. There's a D. Better not hit bankrupt. No! I gotcha, says by William. Okay. $1,000, hooray! An R? Oh, I accidentally pressed a V! Oh, there's no R. Oh, well. See. Oh, well. Too wise. What? Got. Well, bud, I gotta say, you got two of the best buds you ever had. I'm telling you, having Larry and Lavon on the show, it's like, well, Bree and Bear laugh out loud. Well, the reason I met Larry and Lavon in 2016, they're great to me, you know. They're great friends of mine, you know. They're great filmmakers. Trivia for you, Brandon, you know. Just saying. Gorilla lap? What? Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Criminal law, okay. I see what you're doing. Wow. Am I gonna do this? No. I'm not gonna do it. That was too long for me. Wow! I don't even know what this is. All I can see here is... Oh my. Am I gonna do this? No. Just stop, okay? Now I can finally just do one more game for me and you, and we're gonna move on for the next one, which is going to be me, my Mo, Sesame Street. This will be easy for this one, you know. This is for Atari, by the way. Okay. 1991. Okay. What is this? 1 to 3. Got. Okay, we're gonna skip the theme song and go to Let It Go Round. And we're gonna do this today. Oh my god, why do I keep doing this? We're gonna stop right about here. Perfect! You mean the NES? Oh, sorry, I didn't know. No, we're gonna put stop in the Z. That's good. Burn Cookie are dancing! Oh my god, Cookie Monster. You should know better by now! I sent you some messages via Discord. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll check them in Suicide. Oh, okay. Get this one last thing, and that is lowercase matching. I'm gonna do one last game after this one because I don't feel like making this one last thing going on here. You know, just saying. Stop at the K right there. Yes, but starting next Friday night, I'll be extremely... Okay, I'm gonna go with F. Wait, come on, I'm gonna stop at the F. Okay, whatever. Starting next Friday night, I'll be extremely busy at Real One because Cartoon Madness blog is back in production, so there's just for the heads up. Okay, fine, just want to make sure. Barney and Cookie Monster are dancing. Say, will you like to have Lavon and Larry join me for an episode of Friday? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can ask. Yeah, we gotta ask permission first in order for you guys to do that. Just saying, Brandon, just let you know about that. Okay, I have enough of Sesame Street games for right now because I don't feel like it. So let's do another round of games right now. Let's spin the wheel. Pat do game stuff. Okay, let's do it now. Anyway, let's do take your pick, and that'll be it for this round of episode for right now because I don't feel like doing War Bank at this point. Well, yeah, I understand, because I have to tell Chris Candy if he wants to join me for an episode of Friday, and he said, oh, heck yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just want to make sure, that's all. $30,000. the next real topic of the day. The category is before and after. The solution is today's puzzle is take or pick your nose. Ew! Seriously, Brendan? Anyway. Oh my god. This is nasty. Oh my god, you. Moving on. Got the single supreme, and I gotta do like 5 games at this point, because for this one. So 69, okay, and 72, 46, 22. No, there we go, 22. There we go. Perfect. Hey, but I got a question for you. What is it, Matt Palmer? Free. Boo. Would you like to me stream Single Supreme on Remix Palm Television Twitch stream? Yeah, I can. Yeah, you can do that. It's awesome, you know. And it looks like Brian sent me a message. It's a notification spam. I'm sorry, we're having difficulties on my end. Take or pick your nose. Okay, that's disgusting. Okay, that was before and after the category. Oh my god! Oh my god, what am I gonna do with you, Brandon? Got 40, 37, 58 left. Oh my god, I never dealt with protection thingy. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh yeah! Finally! Yeah, 2 free spins on the way. In recovery, you know. Let's do it anyway. I'm just a funny dude. Yeah, I agree with you, Brian. You're just a funny dude. Okay. Oh, I got it! Thank God that was over. No more of this whole entire no perfect game stuff and after 1 round, you know? Let's see. We got 68,650 stock. Anyway. Moving on. Got the 4 more games left. We got this out of the way. No 69 there. Okay. The phone's ringing. Probably a fake call for someone. Boo! It goes to 1 though. Got it. 1's enough. You know what, bud? One thing game I really want to play on stream is Pego. Oh my god, I never played that before in my life. L. Because I want to do it anyway. I'm sorry my YouTube thing is not responding because it's just having difficulties on my end. 70. Got it. Coming to Remix Palm Television, Piggy Showdown. Hooray! Okay, 35, 52, 75, 1, nope, 17, perfect. Think about having you as the first component in the showdown. Well, I'm very excited. Though I just really think about doing this, you know? Yay, okay. Okay. All you need to do, bud, is win 2 free games to declare the victory. Okay, fine. Wanna make sure. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Brandon. Got it. 1,000,000 points again. $1,319,950 points. Amazing game. 2 more games left. No 69 there. Even you don't win, no harm, no shame, it's all in for entertainment. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. I agree. Hooray, I got it! Well, let's see what happens. The 12, 42. Okay, 42. Perfect. 56. And 1 lucky thing. Got it. I was gonna choose wisely, you know. This link, I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, let me just spin the slot. Hey, bud, if you have a Google Chrome instead, I found a great app for you. If you have a subscription with them. I already have Google Chrome, so don't judge me on that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm like, yeah. Okay. No, but I never judge you, says by Brandon. Oh yeah. I maybe agree because of course you weren't. You just wanted to warn me about. I was going to warn you about this. You know, just saying. It's like Larry when he told me about this. You know, just saying. Oh, got it. 1,000,000 points again. You know. It's like, yeah, you know. Okay. Okay, we got 1,201 or 2,000. So excuse me, 500 points. Amazing game. We got one more amazing game, and it'll be a perfect game. Exactly. No 69 there. Got 13. Excuse me, I have skipped 69 the points. You know. Let's see, 17, 6. Perfect. 7. 34. Perfect. 27. Yeah. You know what? I don't understand. My favorite cartoon movie is on Hulu, and it's on Netflix. Well, I feel your pain, Matt Palmer. You know, it's just one of the things that really thinks that it was awesome. You know, just saying. It's one of the flashiest streams I'm doing since 2014. You know. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, well. Boo! I'm gonna use rock for this one. Oh yeah! Finally! Well, but I'm thinking about trying to use out Hulu Plus, but I can't afford the $11.99 a month that gets the commercial free feature. Oh my god, seriously? Seriously? 960, points, amazing game. That was good. Perfect game. So there you go. Okay, DOS games it is. Afterwards, we're gonna go with Pat Sajak goes, you know. Well, we gotta do that in any way, so let's search Wheel of Fortune, you know. Fortune. Afterwards, I'm gonna be practicing on Card Sharks because I want to be a contestant on Card Sharks for this one. And afterwards, we're going ahead and so how do you feel about YouTube TV? I was very shocked, you know, because you see, when I was heard about YouTube TV got expensive, I was very nervous, you know. It was shockingly terrible, you know. Just saying, you know. Anyway, we're gonna go Wheel of Fortune now, and one player. There we go. Here we go again with this bankruptcy. S. R. Okay. What about I get some great news? YouTube TV is now available on Screwtruth. Really? So excited. L. Oh, I know what this is. Solve general. So, by you going? Yeah, it was part of my childhood, man. I miss Toys R Us, you know, because I never seen it in years. Now, banks change with Toys R Us when it comes to this, you know. Okay. Okay, I know what this is now. Marisol. I'm gonna do one game in this Wheel of Fortune game, Because I don't feel like playing another game or two after this one, because it's something I really want to do. New York Yankees? Seriously? The thing I'm gonna miss the most about Georgia's draft, because the draft is now my favorite wildlife animal. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use a C for this one. I'm gonna buy about oh, I know what this is now. I remember Jeffrey, yeah. It's part of my childhood, man. So I'm going to... Yeah. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and play one more DOS game, and that is Card Sharks, and we'll do another round of games, and that, of course, is Pat Sajak Trivia Gems, or Lucky Letters, whatever. And then we'll wrap up this episode to 2 games of Pat Sajak games. You know what, bud? I have a feeling that Office 2019 is going to be available on Mac. Oh my god. Really? Just really? It's sad. Jeez, it's not going anywhere. Anyway, moving on. But it shouldn't be too sad. But I'm going to get me a mini PC with Windows 10 Pro, I know. So it shouldn't be too much sad, yeah. I know how the feeling goes. I know, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you have a good point on this one. Let's go with Card Sharks and the DOS, yeah. And we'll see what happens, you know. Let's spacebar that. Let's see what happens. Welcome to Card Sharks. Yeah, this is only going to be a practice mode in this episode. You know, just want to let Alex Perez know about this, you know. Only one contestant. I'm not going to be a big champion in this one, so there you go. Man, I'm going to be character number, I'm going to be, no. I'm just putting my name in case. I'm done. Because Office 2019 is going to be yet another incredible version of Office. Yeah, I know. Man, okay. Fine. His name is Jeff. Free. Okay. Luke, we asked 100 teenage children of psychologists, are you allowed to watch so much television? I'm going to use a 50-50 chance on this one and go 50. Okay. And go higher than that. Okay, that's fine. 59? Seriously? OMG, Luke Jeffrey? Seriously? Moving on. The 10. I have no idea what to say here. We asked 100 people in Regina, New Zealand. Have you ever eaten pizza? Okay. How many said they have eaten pizza? I'm gonna go lower than that. I'm sorry, but this is not going anywhere. Oh! Dang it! Oh well. Remember, bud, it always goes lower in kings and queens and jacks and aces. Yeah, I know, right? It's just too hard. You know, I just did 3 practice games and I just wanted to do it anyway. Higher on 2 and 4. Yeah, I know. Luke, we asked 100 people if the Russians invade Iran, should the U.S. send troops to prevent communist takeover? How many said the U.S. took the... Okay, I'm going to go with 4 in this one. So, there you go. Okay. Do your best, bud. Don't ever get... Oh, dang it! Oh, my God. What am I going to do? Okay. This is a... I'm going to use the same contestants if I don't give up, you know. Jeffrey, we asked 100 married women, do you laugh at your husband's jokes? If you ever heard of them over and over and over before? Okay, this is not going anywhere. I'm sorry, but... You know, I'm just going to go lower than that. It's not even funny, you know. Oh well. 5, it's okay. Okay, not going anywhere. Do you... Luke, we asked 100 8th grade girls, have you ever received a love letter from the boy? I'll use a 50-50 chance on this one again. I'm sorry, but this is not going anywhere. Oh man. A3. Oh my God. Man. You know, bud, maybe I should play Card Sharks with you so you can finally get the money cards, even though I've won the game. I want to play the money cards, okay? Jeffrey, we asked 100 people, do they think TV stations slant the news they report? Okay. It's hard to do with computer players, you know, just saying. 45. I'm going to go with lower than that, or higher than that. Let's go higher, even though it's not that difficult. 34, okay. Yeah, I wanted to make myself clear on this one. No, I don't want to do that and go higher. Freeze. We asked 100 wives of Marines. When your husband says jump, do you jump? I'm gonna go with 60 on this one. Yes, but it's ridiculous. Dang it. Oh wow. Oh my. What happened to this sudden death game? I mean, Jeffrey's beating me. We asked 118 girls, do you plan to be married before you return 25? I'm gonna go with higher. Let's see if it goes like this. I'm gonna go lower. I'm sorry, but this is not going anywhere. Say free, okay. Oh man. I'm going with yes in this one. I'm sorry, this is not going anywhere. Wanted to change that car and go lower than that. Higher. Oh. The same. Dang it. We asked 100 married men, to we be honest, if your wife went out of town for the week, would the wife be a mess when she can return? Okay. I'll go with 60. Something like that. This is not going anywhere. Okay, thank God that was over. Lower. Lower than that. Higher. Freeze, and that's 6. Okay, there we go. Perfect. We asked 100 people, have you ever moved out of an apartment in the middle of the night to get out of paying with the last month's rent? How many said they are move out in the middle of the night? Okay, let's just... Really? I'm gonna go higher than that. 6? Really? Oh my God. It must be higher. Oh well. Dang it. Might as well say higher. Yes! Victory! It's mine! Luke, we asked 100 people who live in small towns across the USA. Have you broken one of the 10 commandments today? I will say 50-50 chance again! Oh boy, it better be good. Got it. Finally! Just wanted to clarify that. Oh my God. No! And go lower than that. I'm going to say lower, I don't know. Dang it. Well. Dang it. Well. Okay, I'm just gonna skip that question. I'm sorry. Said I would put the money in the bank. Higher than that. I'm sorry, this is not going anywhere. It was the same. Oh well, I did not win the question. Whatever. Lower. Lower than that. Higher. Dang it! Oh my God. 61, this one. Actually the same! Got it! Now I can say yes. I shouldn't say it anyway. Lower. Higher. I'm gonna I'm gonna go lower than that. Or higher. Excuse me. Lower. Dang it. I shouldn't do that queen. I'm sorry. Jeffrey, we asked 100 single women. Oh man, this is getting tough. I mean, higher. I'm sorry, but this is not going anywhere. Yes, I finally got it. I'm just going on the money cards round. Finally. Now I can change the car and go to the one. Oh my god, another 2. Oh well. For $100 and go higher. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm gonna go with $100 again and say lower than that. Dang it. Oh well. I'll say $100 again and go lower than that. Dang it. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I got $1,000, do I? I'm gonna change the car because that's ridiculous. I'm gonna go $150 and go lower. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's see. $400 and go higher. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go $50 again. And go lower. Okay, that was a good card. Go all in. At least half. I'm not gonna change the card. All in and go higher. Yes! Victory! Well, but I'm probably gonna be me in the next internal hard drive. So I'm probably back with my Mac Mini. Well, that's great, Brandon. Well, that does it for this DOS games. I'm gonna do this in the next episode, fortunately. So, there you go on that. We already did practice game stuff. What are you talking about? Pat Sajak, Lucky Letters. Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted. Okay. Perfect. Now I can all have to do is start clearing Pro on the Mac Store. Upgrade my Mac operation system to high tier. Okay, fine. Just want to make sure.
Welcome to today's Lucky Letters
Just
game.
desserts. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go with T. G. F. D and B.
Ready? Here comes the puzzle round.
7 B's! Wow! I should do a lot of things in the spinning wheels, you know what I'm saying.
Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters.
Hang it, oh well.
Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give it a nice try.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer.
Oh, dang it, if I was emerald, oh well. It's too late now.
Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. You got the answer.
Finally, I got the answer.
Here's a chance to double your money with a Lucky Champ. If you decide to wager, you'll have 30 seconds to answer.
I know what it is.
Whoa, you're putting it all on the line. Good luck. Hey,
Yes!
good.
I know what it is.
Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give it a nice try.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer.
We'll know the clues in a moment, but yeah.
Oops, that wasn't one
Dang
of
it.
the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give it a nice try, Pat.
Sorry, that let. Get ready. It's the lucky lightning round, and you'll need to think fast. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, nice try. Bad try, but no. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Wow, good going. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. That's it. Nice job. Oops, that wasn't one of the... Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Way to go. Oops, that wasn't... Nice try. Sorry, that's correct. Oops, that wasn't one of the... Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't... Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. You got the answer. Nice try. Bad try. Sorry, that letter... Hey, you're good. Wow, good going. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct... Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad. Sorry, that letter is... Oops. That's it. Nice try. Bad. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Nice job.
Yes, finally!
Congratulations, you solved the puzzle.
I couldn't figure out what it was, and I finally got it. Oh, God, I beat it up in like 3 seconds. Man, I did it. Oh, my God. Anyway, we got one more game, and we'll wrap up this episode. Now all I have to do is because sadly, Bud, a guy with Game Capture HD is no longer works with... Oh, my God, seriously?
Hi, I'm Pat Sajak. Welcome to today's Trivia Gems game. The categories for today's game are...
Celebrity, sports, history, general, language, and geography, language, and everything goes. Let's go with my favorite category, celebrities.
Here's your first set of questions.
Let's go with Ben Black. Okay, that's one. No idea what that was. Born in 1950.
And the answers are...
Matthew Perry! Hang it!
Wow, good going.
Hooray!
Okay, get ready. Here they come.
Grandfather? No idea. Domino and Britney Spears? No idea.
Well, no turning back now. Let's see how you did.
Great grandfather!
Here's a big thumbs up.
Okay, Pat, you want to tell me this already? Jeez. Sports.
Ready for a little brain-spinning fun?
Whatever that was. Yeah. We're going to spin the wheel anyway. Spoon? Language. I did not know this one. Let's spin again. Oh, it's wagons! Oh well, I just wanted to try out, but not this week though.
Here are the questions.
Please no. Oh yeah, I already know this, Pat. Don't tell me. It's sport. No idea. Japanese order. Let's go with Michael Jordan. No idea. Cowboys,
Here are the answers.
Wayne Gerbery! Texas Rangers, oh well.
I'm glad this isn't my money.
Dang it! Hey bud, stay tuned with an announcement on Remix Plum Television on Twitch. It's an announcement for Peggy Showdown, okay?
Here are the questions.
We'll make sure, that's all. And Purdy, okay, El Pino, whatever that means. And, true. No idea what that is.
Okay, the moment of truth. Let's look at the answers.
Whatever that means. Yes! Finally!
Hey, your all-in wager worked. You won a lot.
Hooray! Finally.
Here's a gem of a question. Now you have an opportunity to double your money. Nope, sorry, that's not it. You lost your wager.
I shouldn't figure out what it was. Dang it!
Okay, get ready. Here they come.
Oh man. 1925 out. Stone Cold, no idea. Oh, The Rock, maybe. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's take a look.
It's during the episode.
That was good wagering.
Fuck so!
Okay, get ready. Here they come.
A1. That's her name. It's false. I'm not saying what it was. I'm sorry, but it just had to go. Whatever.
Cross your fingers. Here come the answers.
False. It's not Tom Harris, then, whatever that was. I got it!
Congratulations, you won the all-in wager.
Hooray! We got absolute now!
Great job. You climbed to the top step. The power jump. Your longest streak bonus is
19,000.
Your trivia IQ bonus is.
Oh well, I just have a low score.
And your IQ ranking for this game is astute.
Astute, that's fine.
Welcome to the Power Gem bonus round.
I just wanted to make it to you clear. National, that's what it means.
That's it.
I know what it is. It's going to Puerto Rico, false.
That's 2 in a row.
And she was born Cuban, you know.
That one was difficult.
Dang it! Okay, whatever. I should have picked the other 2 questions. I'm sorry, but whatever.
Great job. You're today's champion. Thanks for playing our online game. For even more fun, I hope you'll try out the download version of Trivia Gems. The download version has lots more features, more gameplay choices, championship games, full screen display, exciting options, and free ice cream. Please click the download free trial button and give it a spin. Although I was only kidding about the ice cream.
Pat! Anyways, that wraps up today's episode of Friday's LukeJ62895 for today, March 16th, 2018. This is a lot better than last year's episode. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be a tribute to Zach Pierce. But until next time, this is LukeJ62895 saying goodbye. Peace out, baby. We got more to be with you guys very soon. But until then, the Jeff was saying out. See ya.